I wanted to ask you guys a question because this is something I've kind of talked about it before in our gaming sessions, not on the podcast or anything.
Yeah.
But I wanted to ask you like more directly, kind of a more tackling the issue kind of way. And I don't mean this in terms of like, oh, I still watch Let's Plays or anything like that. I mean, as a genre on YouTube, as just, I guess what you would call a trend or a fad or whatever. Do you guys think Let's Plays are dead?
I guess it's just to a preference. It depends on what game is being played, possibly.
Yes.
On for that Let's Play. For
Mm-hmm.
sure.
What game's being played? See, the problem with Let's Plays is oftentimes they're rather slow, and as time progresses, we get shorter and shorter attention spans. I don't have any scientific facts on that, but it wouldn't surprise me. Which is why, like, as for me though, I stopped watching Let's Plays because they take too long.
Mm-hmm.
And when you have a job and school, and you're trying to also do your own things with like hobbies and stuff, you don't have all that much time.
Right.
And yet I still find myself just constantly watching YouTube. It's just not Let's Plays.
So you watch like 3 20-minute videos, but not 1 hour-long Let's Play.
Right. I won't watch an hour-long video. It's something I'm really interested in.
Yeah. Because like
So
I think you guys would agree though that like Let's Plays as a genre on YouTube now is different than Let's Plays as a genre, say, in 2015, 2016 or something.
Oh, yeah.
Pretty much.
And so what, based on that, what do you think has changed?
That's interesting. Because I feel like it's kind of similar to the way like a movie would work. You go to watching a movie, you expect it to last longer than 5 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Which is, I kind of think how you would think when you're watching a Let's Play. You would go at it wanting to watch it for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
But since then, there's been more like shorter. People have tried making it shorter and stuff, making it more like chopped up quicker, so you can
but over 10
watch
minutes
more
still.
Content.
Because they try and make it a bit more
10 minutes.
entertaining to the viewing eye because it'd be shorter and they didn't.
Well,
have to
no,
sit
that
there for a
happened
long time.
after they got punished for making them shorter. So like, okay, we got to go back to 10 minutes.
Oh.
But they still had that same editing, and people, I think, like that better.
Mm-hmm.
The reason I like it is so I can like get a more variety of content rather than just one type of content for an hour long. I'd rather watch like more shorter videos,
Mm-hmm.
so I can see a bunch of different stuff. Which is, I think, in that mentality of you want to see shorter videos on YouTube now, unless it's a specific type of video, and I think Let's Plays kind of got kicked out of that. People were making shorter or more fast-paced Let's Plays.
So the interesting thing about that, though, is there are some things, like for instance, podcasts that are long-form content on YouTube, and they seem to be doing well, if not better than in the past. So what is it about Let's Plays that make people... What has changed about Let's Play that makes people less interested in watching long-form content?
Yeah, I really...
What was it? It depends on how long people talk, or if they're just actually playing the game or just standing around in Let's Plays. In my opinion, I'm not much a fan of just like having people stand around and do nothing when they're trying to do a Let's Play.
Like us.
Yeah. Well, I
Oh, we're not Let's Play.
I can't explain why the mentality changed, but I feel like it has to do with something with that. Just people view it different now.
Mm-hmm.
You just don't enjoy it. Like, you start watching a podcast wanting to enjoy a long podcast, see what's all to say.
So the mindset going into it, like the audience, is different.
Yeah, I think that is the best answer I can come up with.
Like if someone just wants to like listen
to
to something while they're doing something else, then they usually listen to a podcast or something.
the best example or analysis. Is that the word I want?
I think so.
Analogy?
Analogy, there we go. Is a movie. You don't watch a movie expecting it to be a quick 5-minute video.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't I don't know. I'm assuming you don't watch TikTok. I don't. I
You
did,
really
but
think
I
he
don't
doesn't
anymore.
think that?
You wouldn't do that expecting an hour-long video.
Right.
Like, it's a different way of how you're preparing yourself to consume the content. But who knows?
But I definitely agree with that. And I mean, I know like things shift over time and things are different. It's just I'm kind of curious as to what changed. First of all, I know one like widely known, anyone who's been on YouTube or in the Let's Play community or viewership knows that the market for Let's Plays is ridiculously saturated. Like everyone wanted to do Let's Play because it's just so easy to get into, and everyone wants to share their gaming experience and thinks they're a unique and beautiful butterfly that's got something to offer the world. But maybe it's kind of like supply and demand is also an issue. Like it's oversaturated and people just kind of got burnt out on it.
That is true, and that comes back to movies. Typically, you don't have an oversaturation of movies because they take a lot more production, whereas Let's Plays are pretty easy to make in this point in age. Just screen record and
anyone and their grandma can make a
especially
Let's Play.
if the repetitive Let's Plays are like of the same frickin' thing.
Yeah.
And all you see is that, then all one person will want to watch is just the small portion to see what's different of how someone does a Let's Play, probably.
True. Like, I haven't been too in tune with the whole Let's Play scene in a while. I do think there is probably something of maybe, what would you call it? Like, I kind of hesitate to say this because there's such a wide audience on YouTube, but like, is it possible that the people who are into Let's Play are aging out of it, And
yeah, pretty
children coming up now that are, were born in the time where now would be when they are getting into stuff like that, Let's Play just isn't as appealing to them. So,
right.
Maybe it's not as appealing to the new generation.
I grew out of Let's Plays. I used to watch a ton of them, and I don't watch any of them anymore. So,
I never really got into watching Let's Plays that much.
Mm-hmm.
And as for
I just mostly watch random YouTubes mostly.
Yeah. As for like podcasts, I don't listen to podcasts. I couldn't stand that.
I used to.
The podcasts that we're making, I watched 2 of the videos, but I had to play it on 2x speed. It couldn't keep me interested enough. Granted, I've already knew what all was happening because I was helping to record it, but...
Yeah, sometimes with podcasts, some people can talk really slow, some people can talk really fast in it, and depending on each thing will depend on what speed you want to put it on, just so that you can get through it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And some people like me can't talk at all.
Of course.
But even like tutorials and stuff, I'll play it faster. Maybe not always 2 times faster because it's too fast then.
Just finding out.
I'll play it faster just because, I don't know, I can't enjoy it if it's too slow.
So just one more thing I had on my mind to continue this point. Last time we discussed, Crazy mentioned Markiplier, like she watches Markiplier, and then we got on the whole thing about him crying and everything. So as someone, like you brought that up as someone you watch, so like based on this idea that maybe Let's Plays are phasing out, or maybe it's just more so that people are more selective with who they watch, so that it's not as widespread anymore. And like, if you want to be a successful Let's Player, it's going to be even harder now because people are, it's kind of like what Bean is saying with the movie analogy. It's like a movie gets a distributor and they get marketed and everything. You don't see advertising for every single movie that ever comes out because then it would be overwhelming and you wouldn't be able to watch all of them. So
yeah, pretty much.
As I guess you would call yourself an active viewer of Markiplier.
Yeah.
What makes you watch him over someone else? Like, why do you think you've stuck with him?
Well, most of the time that I stuck with him was like some of his try not to laughs or just some of the random stuff he did with his friends mostly. Especially with like some of his close friends, like playing on Garrys Mod and stuff like that he did. And he still kind of does that like once in a while, but in like IRL terms instead of in game. And I think it's nice that he still hangs out with his friends that he still talks to and stuff throughout the years. And it's interesting to see how he changes with his friends growing like through the years of YouTube and stuff.
So you think that did you used to kind of primarily watch him for Let's Play content, and now you watch him for the more evolved kind of real life stuff?
A bit, yeah. He kind of did a little bit of both back in a few years ago. He kind of did like some Let's Plays, and then he did a lot of things with like his friends. I think like interacting with others can help like grow your channel, because it's at least not just you, and then you have like other comments of other people in the like the backgrounds and stuff, which can be sometimes funny. In my opinion, and that's how I think of it.
So yeah, definitely the more collaborative effort is more engaging content than just some guy sitting at his computer playing a game and talking into a microphone.
Yeah.
Also, she said something about his try not to laugh videos, which I also watched those specifically. That's all I watched in Markiplier. But that, even if you don't enjoy it that much, it's fast paced enough that you don't give your brain enough time to think, why am I watching this? I'm not even enjoying this. Whereas with like a Let's Play that's slower pace, you have more time to think about the fact that you're not really enjoying it. Which is why faster paced content, even if it's not good, people still watch it all, unless it's too much that they can't take it in, you know?
Right. Well, I definitely think, like you mentioned TikTok, and I think that's kind of why things like that are so prolific.
Right.
Is the attention spans are dwindling, and for some reason, kids like these also, crazy short
I think
things.
Eventually it'll get to a point where that won't... No, that just reverses what I just said.
We'll keep talking what you were saying.
But they won't, that won't satisfy what they want, and longer videos are more.
So you think it'll just kind of be a pendulum swinging back and forth?
Right. We'll go more to longer videos with more meaning to it until people are like, oh, I'm kind of bored of this. And we'll go back to fast pace. So that's kind of how it is.
Yeah.
Because I know I used to watch long Minecraft Let's Plays, and then I went to really short, like meme stuff and what have you. But I just remembered that I was saying I don't watch Let's Plays, but I do watch a YouTuber, a builder, Minecraft build stuff. It's really chill video. Germsy Boy.
I think I may watch him. I can't remember this.
Well, he recently just got really popular from the video.
Yeah.
Is that technically Let's Play though, or is it more pointed like learning how to build stuff?
No, it's not. He's just him building stuff. It's just chilled and laid back, and his videos are like 20 minutes long. I don't know why I watch it. I don't got time for that.
It's like interesting to see how like some people can build something.
But granted, I also really like building, so and I like
it gives you a perspective of styles that you can try for yourself.
Yeah. So who knows?
So we just got the kind of common interest thing happening, as well as the personality that engages people to watch his content.
Right.
So that's kind of, it's more kind of what we were talking about in terms of it being more selective. Like people are going to be more selective with who they choose to watch and for how long. And you kind of got to have that hook now. Like the idea of, oh, guys, I'm going to play Resident Evil. Come watch me. Unless you're like for a streamer, because you're interacting with them, it's different. But for a YouTuber, you know, it's not the same thing. So people have to be sold on your personality. And then next to that, I think people who have some kind of, I don't know necessarily about like playing the latest game, because people were always watching that kind of stuff. new releases. But in terms of if you want to be a Minecraft Let's Player or just anything that's not like super hot at the moment and like brand new where people are looking for that content, so they're going to happen upon your channel. People want something that's actually got more of a point. Like they don't want to just see you play Minecraft for the 10 millionth time.
Mm-hmm.
Now, of course, if the right person had the right personality and did the right thing to get people to their channel and everything, I'm sure that it can still be done. But it's just going to be even harder now than it was before. And it was very hard before.
Well, I think the reason I'm watching him is because like Let's Plays kind of went full circle to where they were trying to have like lots of what's the word I want? They're trying to get lots of attention and be all exciting, and this is just chilled back building, which I kind of am enjoying that now. Things I've got got a bunch of the more energetic style of Let's Plays, and I got bored of those. So
are you saying like you were kind of fatigued by them, like the energy level they're trying to keep us too high for too long?
Like you get tired. Like there was people I used to watch, like Sunday. That was a long time ago that I used to watch it.
I used to watch him as well. I liked
but even somebody like Captain Sparkles, who his content's been pretty chill. Actually, it's been more chill recently.
Yeah.
Recently, as in like 2 years ago or so.
That's not recent.
No, but I'm saying compared to his really old stuff.
Well, yeah. He used to be like super up and hype a long time ago.
I never. I always saw him mentioned.
What's that?
I always saw him mentioned in like the whole Minecraft channel Let's Player sphere. But the only thing I could tell you about him that I know is that he had a special pizza at Pizza Hut.
Really?
That's all I know. I remember seeing a video where he was showing like you can order the Captain Sparkles pizza.
From what
I did
pizza?
not know about that.
Yeah, it was like the pizza that he would always order, and he got some kind of weird brand deal with them where they made that pizza if you ordered the Captain Sparkles pizza.
It's probably super expensive then.
Well, he's basically been playing Minecraft for forever. He's one of those that didn't ever stop playing Minecraft.
Pretty much.
Him and Dan TDM, they pretty much kept playing Minecraft for a long time, even when it died.
And now it's back, or it came back briefly.
Oh yeah,
I mean, it's still the most
years,
viewed game. Look at the YouTube Rewind. That's what they said.
After 10 years of being made, there used to be like 5 years ago, people would be like on Minecraft nonstop, and then they'd stop after a year, and then it's back on the 10th year that it was made.
Yeah.